Hi everyone, and welcome to my show on Black Man Unfiltered. And I want to welcome everyone here so we can discuss some things that will help you in your relationship and your life, and just be like bring you into information that can be beneficial to how you move in life and how you make decisions. Some of us Some of us are into instant gratification and don't put in the work. But is this, sorry guys, is the audio better now? Is it a little better now? Let me know if the audio is good or not. Very good. Yeah, today we are going to discuss oral sex. Okay, I'll be right back. Hi, I'm back. Can you guys hear me a little bit better? You're showing everything. Can you guys hear me now? I hope so. Let's find out. All right, yay, and we're back. Take two, action. So today I really would like to discuss oral sex, and is it a lost art? You know, how does it show up in relationships and marriages, and the importance of it? I think it's extremely important to, as a woman, understand how your man likes to be blown, I guess. And that should be a fun thing. It should be a part of a training, in my opinion. Um, so, 20304. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Scam. Hi, World Class. World Class is so sweet. But how do you guys, I mean, oh yeah, support the show, support Black Man Unfiltered. My Cash App is down, showing on the screen. And also your questions, drop your questions. Let me know, are the ladies into providing their men with oral the way that they want, really curated for what he loves, designing it for what he needs. Hi, Stephen Day. How are you? I'm personally, an advocate for the knee pillow. Hi, Brittany. This is my knee pillow. It has little studs so that I can feel it in my knees, like a little punishment, a little pleasure, a little pain, all at the same time. But is oral important to the men, or do some men not really care about oral, or do they surrender not receiving it because they don't like the way their lady does it? Thank you, World Class. Or do they take it like something that's serious and discussed? Thank you, Eugene. It's important. I think for me, it's important to understand and be trained on how my man enjoys oral. And then if I really, Eugene Steele, that's incredible. I don't know. I think oral is so important. But I don't know, maybe I can't even imagine that a guy would think that. That's interesting. I didn't expect that. Oh, Robert H., you really not important, but has to be done from time to time. Wow, that's really fascinating. I would think it should be done every day. First thing in the morning. And I always say schedule it for Saturday mornings. Saturday morning, you take care of your man, and then you have brunch and go out about your day and enjoy each other. But it brings peace to the man, I think, when a woman handles him that way. And it brings him, I think, great mental health as well. When he's being able to release with no expectation, nothing to reciprocate. I think sometimes it's like just a duty. Sorry, guys, my dress is coming undone over here. I think it's a duty if you're in a relationship or you're married, and especially if your guy is like he gets stressed out and just like, babe, let's go, let's take care of you, let's work this out of you, so you can have some peace of mind. It's not always has to be romantic and all this seduction. Sometimes it's just a duty, like to help him be a better man. We're gonna drop the link so that people can join the panel, and please come up. Let's discuss this. And if you have questions in the chat, you're more than welcome also to provide your questions there. But I think this is an important conversation because if your man is into this and you don't provide it the way he wants, he is more than likely going to step out and get it. Someone's going to give it to him. The men that don't require it that often, that is fascinating. Is there something? Yeah, I wake up, I go to bed thinking about morning sex. I think it's the best way to start the day. You have morning sex, then you have some coffee, you take a shower and go about your day. And there's no way to have a bad day. I don't think so. And then have your Saturday morning scheduled. Wake up Saturday morning, take care of your guy. Bring him that peace of mind. And don't expect it to always be like a romantic thing, just be available for him. Yeah, if men, yeah, that's definitely true. Like women, if my man is not going to provide me with oral sex, I can go get it from another woman. I don't have any problems. I can go get it from another man and I can go get it from another woman. So there's somebody who's going to definitely handle me. I got a whole Thanksgiving dinner waiting for that person. Hi, Queen Smiley. You're so funny. You're really funny. But it's interesting that some gentlemen don't require it. I never really never really expected that. How about if she doesn't do it right? Do you teach her? Do you tell her? Do you like do most guys like those sloppy blowjobs, or do they like, they don't like it to be too messy? I know consuming, right? In BDSM we call that feeding. When you're feeding your mate, the nourishment of your body nourishes her and now runs through her digestive system, through her organs and her bloodstream, and it's like a drug. It becomes like a drug when you're with somebody and they do that for you in that way. But Eugene, I'd love it if you came up, and Robert H also, because you gentlemen don't necessarily require it. And I think that's interesting. Do you require something else instead? I mean, it's unusual for me. I've never heard that, but I'm not surprised that some people like that exist. Let's see what he said. Oh, he's at another person's house and camera. Okay, no problem. But is there anybody else out there that wants to come up and participate and let us know? Hi, Marcus. ¿Cómo está, papito lindo? Let us know what it's like for you.
Oh,
Charles.
well, good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm blessing yourself.
I'm great. Look, you have a beautiful smile.
Oh, thank you. You are really gorgeous.
Thank you. I shaved today for Black Man Unfiltered panel.
No, you're really gorgeous.
Thank you. Tell me, is oral sex important to you, Charles?
Yes, it's very ill. I mean, it's very much so, because I mean, if I love giving it, I would love to receive it back too. And then 9 times out of 10, if I'm giving good, on 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna give good back. So I would, but yeah, I would love to have it oral sex early in the morning, late night, whatever.
Do you like for me in my relationship, I schedule it every Saturday morning. My man knows that when we wake up Saturday morning, I wake him up the way that he likes.
Oh yeah.
I know I have one in the bag, one legitimate one in the bag, because the other ones might be little quickies in the morning. We're running off to work, but on Saturday morning, I take my time and put him in a trance and get the whole week worked out of him, so that we can have a pleasant and enjoyable weekend.
Yeah, that's great for mental health, because I mean, honestly, if you get all that off of you, and your woman please you the right way,
right?
It's like it gives you a better mindset for the rest of the day, the rest of the week.
I think so, and I think it's important to identify like when your man needs it.
Yeah, it's take a special type of woman to do that too, to actually know, oh, I need to do this, or I need to do that.
Have you been in relationships that you have had to tell her like it doesn't, like she's not inclined to just do it, and you've had kind of like to train her?
Yeah, I have, like, before, like my past 2 or 3 relationships, I didn't have that problem. Then the one I'm with now is like I had to kind of talk to her and let her know, and it's kind of frustrating a little, but it's getting better.
Yeah. You have to train her. You have to. I believe pleasing your man should be your number one priority. That's like number one. So sometimes if she understands just how happy it makes you and how much it pleases you, and then you reward good behavior, Charles, and you punish good behavior, you get her training into knowing that, and then she might understand the value that it brings into the relationship, and how much better you are with her when
Right.
when she just picks up that, oh, he needs a little bit TLC. But you should, but you can also train her. Like when she does it, do you enjoy it or do you wish she was doing it a different way?
Well, it done got a whole lot better for as all of that. Cause I know like at one point it would be kind of hard, but at first it was like she didn't know what she was doing. So it took a while.
Did you enjoy what you said was a little frustrating, but is she a lot better or is there still a lot more room for growth?
Well, there's always room for growth for us everything.
All right. I like that. I like that. Yeah, Eugene Steele, if a person, I think a man has natural tendencies. He's animalistic in nature, especially when it comes to sex. So if a woman is not providing what he needs, he's going to go find it. There's somebody who will. And it's just that. It's just a moment. It's just a physical thing that he needs. And his lady isn't willing or is incapable of doing it. So he's going to go and take care of himself. Someone is going to do that for him. Because especially monogamous, when a woman demands that her man is monogamous and then she withholds sex from him. Like, damn, you want him only to sleep with you. And then when he tells you that he wants it or he tells you what you want, you have also the power to withhold it from him. That's torture. That is going to make a man have mental health issues because you're definitely getting in the way of what is his natural tendency to want to, be pleased. And if he says to you, "I promise you to be I'll be monogamous," because if he's doing, if a man is monogamous in a relationship, it's his decision. Because even if he tells you he's monogamous, he's just doing his dirt a little bit better than you could imagine. Because I think most men, given the opportunity to cheat, they will cheat.
Right.
So, and then if he tells you I'll be monogamous, and then you use sex as a weapon, or you don't want to learn how to please him. Hi, Lady Novoa. And then you expect them to like, oh, I'm such a package and I'm such a prize that I could tell you to be monogamous, and then I could tell you yes or no when I want to have sex.
Yeah, that's playing with a person's head. Like, no. No, that's like really like a troubling situation to be in. Like, you don't know which way to go.
And you're telling a man what to do about his natural makeup, just the way he was made.
Right.
I think, it's like people have to have honest conversations. People have to have conversations about what they want sexually. Everyone has a different sexual DNA. Everybody has different fantasies. Everybody has different experience. So I think it's important to dialogue. Those things are very important to you. If it's oral, then you do take the time to demonstrate to your lady or even your male partner what it is that you like, how you like to be touched. And for the woman, it is an art. If she really, I love the man, right? I love the penis. I think it's the most beautiful thing God ever made. I think the penis is a pacifier. If your woman gets out of pocket, just put your penis in her mouth and and let her explain herself that way while you're in there. You know what I mean? Because it's a pacifier. She's gonna calm down. She's gonna fight the feeling. She's gonna fight the feeling. You're already letting her know I run this.
Right.
You know what I mean? You clearly need this to regulate you. So get over here and do what you're supposed to do and calm your ass down. And I do see the penis as a pacifier. Where if your lady is rah-rah, just tell her, get your knee pillow, get in front of me, get to work. And she's going to calm down. She's going to be like, oh, babe, I'm sorry, babe. I love you, babe.
Yeah,
But
and then in the midst of a full like a argument, just lay her down and go to work. It's the same
Right,
thing. So
right. Like I
yeah,
like if me and my man have a fight, or he has to talk to me about something tough, I always ask him, let's do it in the shower, and then continue to discuss things in the bed naked right after the shower. In the
right.
shower, if we're talking about something heavy, as a woman, I can cry in the shower. He can hold me. We're naked. We're vulnerable. And then when we're done in the shower, we continue it on the bed, still discussing, pardon me, still discussing the things he wants to talk about. But
Right.
we're both vulnerable versus sitting on a couch where you're able to antagonize one another and not be productive, or go to a restaurant to discuss something and you're around people. You can't be that vulnerable. I always say try to fight naked in the bed.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's more of an intimate type of thing at that point. That I believe that works a whole lot better.
yeah, because you don't want to be an asshole if you don't have to be a jerk. If your lady is like, babe, I want to talk to you about something, and you could tell that it's important to her, you know, and you say to her, okay, honey, you know what, babe, tonight, like some candles, we'll take a nice shower together and we'll discuss things the way that we do. She's going to be like, yes, he understands me. He's hearing me. He cares about how I feel. Doesn't mean you're going to agree. It does not mean that you're not going to correct her, but you're going to give her the space to be vulnerable, show you what her issue is, and then you're going to go in there and regulate, give her guidance, and you're already in the bed naked. You know,
Right.
you're kissing, you're touching, and before you know it, you're making love, and you have that issue attached to something beautiful, not contentious. And
Right. Right.
and you create that kind of rhythm in your relationship. Then outside of those moments, you look at each other differently. You look at each other more tenderly. You're more available to each other because the contentiousness of it isn't a part of the relationship. And you're not weaponizing intimacy, and you're not compromising the integrity of your relationship by stepping outside versus dealing with it internally.
Right. Right. So really using oral sex is basically like you regulate the relationship, kind of.
Because it's oral, right? It's
Right.
oral. Oral is talking,
Right.
oral is sexual. So it's all under the that guise of that vulnerability, of that foreplay, but you're also introducing communication, not just the physical act.
Right. Right.
So you
Yeah,
could
I
say,
like that.
hey, get on the mic.
Yeah, I like that. I like that whole situation because it keeps you mentally intact with your partner.
Yep.
So it's almost like if you can talk while being naked and deep communication and thought, that's a whole different dynamic for the relationship. That keeps your mindset, your mind, in your space, all that intertwined.
Yeah, because hi Mel Logic, how are you? You know what happens, Charles? It brings the peace that the man needs in the house.
Right.
It
Yeah,
brings
I like that.
it makes your home a sacred space, you know, where your business is not out in the street, and you constantly let your lady know that you are her soft spot. You are
Right.
her soft spot. She doesn't need to go rah-rah on you. She doesn't need to come out of character. She doesn't need to be rebellious. She could come to you with anything. And that when you come to her with some correction or directive, you set it up in a way that she could receive it.
Right.
You know,
Right.
versus being like, babe, I need you to do this. You're like, we need some shower time, babe. And she's like, oh my God, what did I do? Don't worry about it. We're gonna talk about it. Hi, Queen Smiley.
hey,
Hello.
good evening. How are y'all?
All
We're
right,
doing
and
well.
yourself?
How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I just wanted to jump in real quick. Great conversation, and thank you, Charles, for making yourself vulnerable and joining this conversation. I had asked in the chat the question to how do you let your lady know that there is a problem, and I only asked that question because a lot of times, and I'm just speaking from a woman's perspective, And I know many women, if you are watching, right? You've been in a situation where you're doing your thing with your guy and he takes your head and go, and I'm like, bruh, that is not the way to teach a lady how to do what she needs to do. You know, what Lexie is saying is having a conversation to address the issue, because forcing a woman head down there ain't gonna get it. That ain't letting a lady know that, baby, you ain't getting the spot where you need to get. So how are you addressing the problem?
Well, that's a great question. Well, I don't know. It's hard to even have it's a little hard to have a conversation about that because it's almost like you think she should know, but in reality, some women don't know. Some do, some don't. So it's almost like kind of, I guess, trying to figure out the scenario
The best
while in the
way.
motion of doing it.
Okay, so let me give you some advice. Guys have the conversation. So whereas we sometimes feel people should know what they're doing and how to do it, some people just don't know. I'm gonna raise my hand because recently, okay, I ain't gonna shout out to my big sis, okay, because I have to give her props. So we do girls trips, right? And so this was one of the things that I learned on my girls trip. So we get together, me, my sisters, my cousins, you know, all of us, we get together and we have very candid conversations and we discuss some of these things. And one of the things we were recently discussing on our latest girl trip was oral sex and how we enjoy doing it. But then sometimes we're not the best at doing it, right? And some women just don't know. You know, sometimes we think we doing, you know, your woman probably thinks she on her best game down there and you ain't told her nothing. Okay, but some of us women, we hold ourselves accountable and we know, like, look, I'm good, but like I got a gag reflex, like I ain't, you know, so how do we make this more comfortable, not just for ourselves, but for our men also? And so we share some tips and tricks. And I feel like now, hit that little boost in my, this is how I feel. Now I'm like, okay. However, I would not have known some of those things had I not openly had a conversation to say, hey, look, I got an issue, and it wasn't a him issue because I wasn't even dating anybody at the time. It was a me issue. Like, man, when I get my man, like, bruh, I want to be ready. And I know this is an area that I'm truly not ready in. You know, I want to be super head ready. I want to be, I want to be super dumb, ready,
Yeah.
So again, we as women don't know. So have the conversation, guys. Go to your lady and be like, look, I don't care if y'all watching porn together, whatever the case may be. Be very candid, just to say, hey, sweet face, whatever you call her, I love you dearly. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel when I do these things to you? Tell me what you need from me so we can be more successful in this physical experience. Because here's some things that I would like for you to do. What you think about that? You think you want to try some of these things? I mean, mind y'all business. I ain't telling y'all them tips and tricks I got. I ain't putting our business out there. We're gonna be the stupid. This how we coming through. Just me and my crew, But yeah, so have that candid conversation, because a lot of times we truly don't know. Had a man told me some years ago, look, baby, you just not it, I would have been like, well, dang, what I need to do. And most oftentimes a woman, especially if she's really mature and want to grow, especially in a relationship, she'll take that feedback. Now, if you got one of them ones that say, because all the niggas tell me I'm it. Do what my boy Hink say, leave her at the restaurant. Right. Okay? So that's all I got. I'm going to go because I'm actually wrapping up work and we got football practice. So I will continue to listen in, Lexie. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for that talk.
Blessings to y'all. Have the conversation, my guy.
All right, I sure will. Thank you, Queen Smiley.
Right.
I'm going to get to Eugene's question right now. But yes, Charles, it would be nice for people to be able to read each other's mind. And yes, there are some things that sometimes we think should be like known. For the woman to put upon you that you should know what she wants, she should be able to talk to you respectfully. Right. And you should be able as well respectfully bring to her attention that you just want to show her some things, and honestly, it's a sexy thing. I like taking directives from my guy because I know that I know that if I master whatever he's teaching me, I'm gonna please him. And that's what I live to do, is to please him. Eugene was asking about swallowing. So some women love it, some women don't, right? So I think it's, if your lady is not into it and that's something you want her to do, then you have to get her to that place where she could build and get there. Maybe she doesn't like the taste. Maybe she doesn't like. As a man, you also have to watch your diet. You have to be able to
Eating a lot of fruit.
Yeah, eat a lot of fruits, pineapples, mangoes, those type of things
Like,
to keep your pH balance in a way that she'll enjoy. Once she does it enough times that you're now her nourishment and you're running in her digestive tract to that flavor, that taste of you, and she'll build up on it, especially if she sees how turned on you are. She might actually want to then do it because of how much it turns you on, even though it's not her thing, even though it's not necessarily the thing she wants to do. That she gets it, how much it pleases you, you can get her to a place where she's just begging for it. She's begging for what I call feedings. So I don't know. I think if the man, I'm a type of woman that I check myself and I taste myself. Don't run from that. So I think, I don't know, I wouldn't say that a man needs to taste himself, but he should check if his pH balance is right, if his hygiene is right. And in order for him to really be able to make that type of request from a lady, because it's a psychological thing, and she has to really feel protected and loved and cared for in order for her to feel like she could surrender.
Right. Because I know, like, for me, like, some of my elders, they always told me to make sure that eat a lot of fruit and whatnot. That right there helps you, like, with, for as what you say, pH balance and all that. So I know for me, my dad always told me eat watermelon, eat plenty of watermelon, honeydew. And then for women, like, I didn't have a time where I didn't have my lady eat watermelon, honeydew, a lot of citrus, like not bananas, but kiwis, strawberries, pineapple, stuff like the real pineapple, the one that you have to carve up and everything, that type of pineapple. And then it makes a very big difference for us, like for the woman. It's like when you get down there and start eating it, licking on it, it has a different taste, it have a different vibe to it. So it's almost like you can pleasure her better just by her body being so pure for us eating the fruit and all that stuff. So I have experienced stuff like that. So really mostly fruit, and then just taking care of your body a certain way.
Right. And making sure you wash up down there, making sure you're clean, making sure you have some baby powder down there, so she's going into a welcoming environment.
Right.
And I like giving oral to my man nice and slow, massaging his legs, touching his body in different ways, and causing sensations in him where he's like, he can't wait for my mouth to be on it. So I do like to kind of be playful in that regard. And then his response and reaction makes me want to please him even more. And by the time it's time to swallow, or his time for him to come, I'm not even thinking about that. I'm already in the trance of pleasing him. And there's no inhibition. But if he's stinky, you know what I mean? His diet is bad. His semen smells bad. it looks bad. You know, it doesn't look like it should.
Appearance mean a whole lot though. That what most people don't understand. The change, like just the whole thing of your appearance mean a whole lot, and women can be turned off, and men can be turned off about that too. So you don't really think about that for as how you are appealing to certain people, and then the whole thing of like being a freak is like the word freak is being overused in my opinion, just because like I know I'm a freak, so it's like the way I do things is, as women say, is abnormal. So it's like I like to do different things. I like to like break down, you know, it's almost like I like to make it where you remember the experience for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Like where I do.
Pardon. Hi, Mel. How are you?
Hey, how you doing? Can y'all hear me clear?
Yeah.
We can hear
Okay.
you.
All right, chilling. I want to give him some pointers also too, from my point of view, man's point of view, if you like.
Please do.
Definitely. My brother, definitely, man. One thing you gotta really know when it comes to a woman, I was saying in the chat also too, the tone of voice definitely matters. If you want to see it from a different point of view, with Adam and Eve and the snake, you want to know why the snake actually had a more influence on Eve than Adam did? Difference is he was using it for evil, but the point is he knew how to get into her ear in a way that he was technically, if you want to see it this way, charming, seductive in his way. Thing like the snake with the talk with the S sound, like you're talking with that smooth, seductive sound like that in a woman's ear. You're technically putting her in a trance and stuff. And if you're using that for the powers of good and for the sexual aspect, yeah, it's always important to get into her mental, and then she'll be open to most percent, like 80% of anything. And while you even want to teach her, you can be making a way that you still talking to her that way, while you teaching her new things for what you like to please you and stuff like that. If she's not into certain things,
positive reinforcements.
Exactly.
While she's there, you're like, baby, that feels good, baby. Oh, do that again, baby. A woman loves that, because a lot of women have a little girl inside. We want to be good girls. We want to be exalted. So yeah, what you're saying is very true, Mel. If the communication is there, and you are letting her know, baby, man, last night you were amazing, baby girl. I need another night like that. You're living in her head, right? Even when she's away from you, like you're saying, Charles, you caused an effect on her where she's not going to forget you. She's like, oh my God, the way he talks to me, the way he looks at me, it puts her in that trance, like Mel is saying, where she's no longer thinking about things she doesn't want to do with you. She's thinking about everything she does want to do with you.
Right.
And in fact, if you really do take that time with her and have that patience to build her up to that, like you were saying, Charles, low-key, probably in her whole life, she'll never have another lover like you. Because not a lot of men take that time with the lady to just get her in that space. Because a lot of times women have, however we were raised or religious thoughts, but we want to let that out, right? We want to be spanked and treated a certain way in private. But we don't know how to get over that because we judge ourselves. So if we have a man there and he's like, baby, it's okay, baby. You're my girl. Nobody, you're here. You're safe. This is what I like. And she's like, she understands that in this space, in our home, what you say, it's okay. She doesn't have to feel like you're going to judge her or throw it in her face, because some immature men do that after they've been with a woman and she's shown him everything, given her all, and now he wants to judge her for being a slut or call her names. But yeah, what you're saying, Mel, is very true. Getting her.
I'm glad you said that. This is one of the big reasons why females they so much don't want to even have casual sex as much as or at least bit out in the open, because too many dudes open their damn mouth too much.
Right.
Too much. Like, discretion is key thing and stuff. If you're gonna go out and try to shame her for something that you wanted to do with her, and you want to shame about it, like, yeah, she's gonna be having a negative impact on it and stuff like that. Like, yeah, like, respect is key, man. Like, yo, some dudes gotta learn to, you try to get with her, you can't be judgmental with about it. Like, yeah, like, you trying to have fun with her, like, yeah, you're both getting what you want. She wants to be feel comfortable that, you know what, he, on the level I came through, he never moved so low when like a lot of dudes do and stuff. He knows how to keep it quiet, make me feel like special at the moment, and like, we go off on our business and or like nothing happened. Like, he's very discreet. Women love a discreet man.
Right. And then also, I know like with most women, if you can make her feel comfortable and then you are the center of her attention at all times, it's almost like she'll do anything you want her to do, because for one, she feels comfortable, and two, she feels that you want to be with her. Like, you want her to know that she's the center of attention almost. And then it does something to her, like to a woman, when you let her know that she's comfortable. You let her feel comfortable, it's over.
Right. And when you have that, Charles, you're handling your business at home, and then you move in the streets, however you move in the streets, but you're not messy. And you're still getting from your lady what you need. It's just, whatever else you need has nothing to do with her. You know what I mean? And she, for the most part, isn't going to question too much, because she knows that she is the apple of your eye. Right. You know what I mean? So, and then you'll get the best behavior out of her, because like you're saying, she's going to want to please you. She's going to be waiting for you to walk through that door and see how can she serve you. What can she do? Babe, I made your food. I did the laundry, babe. You want a massage, babe? She's going to really be there for you, because like you're saying, you set up a platform where she can talk to you about things, and you do care. It doesn't mean that you are going to be monogamous. It just means that you honor your home. You hold your lady with a lot of respect, and she doesn't challenge you that way, because you live in her head. You're in her psychology. So she's not looking for drama. She's looking for ways to maintain your peace.
Right.
Exactly. She's like, right now, but she's with you, that's her peace in the moment. Y'all both giving each other that peace. And when you have that level of peace, it's like you're in heaven, you're on clouds and stuff. And then when you talk to her and everything too, like, you're technically Dracula. Dracula being, hypnotizing her in a way. Like, if you ever go to a bookstore, look at the erotic section. See how many women are over there reading them books. And it'd be total opposite of the ones you probably might expect of what it is. I mean, there's the reason why that lady made so much money for 50 Shades of Grey.
Zane books and stuff like that. You're right about that.
Exactly. They want to feel like they are in an erotic novel and stuff like that. So, you act like a seductive guy in an erotic novel and stuff like that, yeah. Open up to new things, yeah. She'll be, you have them melting like, like butter.
Right. Because definitely. For me, the dynamic should be that a man is to be worshipped and a woman is to be desired. Mm-hmm. So if your woman feels desired, she is, you know how beautiful that is for a woman to feel desired by the man that she loves? He desires, because I love myself. I don't need you to love me. I'm good. I love myself. I need you to desire me. I need to know that when we are away from each other, you crave me. Like, you're sending me messages telling me, oh my God, baby, I can't wait to get home. I can't wait to see you. I want to smell you. She's like, oh my God, I feel so desired. And a man wants to be worshipped, right? He wants to be idolized in his home for being a provider, a protector, being a great leader. And just the simplicity of the dynamic of what a relationship is. He wants to be able to know that when he walks through that door, his life is predictable. You know what I mean? She knows. Hi, Noble.
What's going on? You hear me?
What's good, bro?
What's going on, bro?
So what's Can't complain. How y'all fellas doing today?
All right, all right.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to BMU, the whole BMU family. Join the conversation.
Thank
Let
you.
me stop it.
Thank
Hey,
you.
Lexie, what's going on?
You know, I'm here causing a little havoc in these YouTube streets. You know, the paparazzi's watching. The paparazzi's watching, so we got to make sure they got some content.
Let's give them something to look at.
Exactly.
Let's give them something to talk about. Look at the old world flag.
I look like I dry all my dishes with my face back then.
It's
So,
such
yeah,
an incredible difference.
I'm wanting to say that you know, oral sex is right up there with breathing. It's like It's like breathing is right here, and then oral sex is like right. Like it's a little space, like that much. You know what I'm saying? It's right up there. Because you said it, and I had to get my son together, get him arranged here. Just came home from school, but oral sex includes speaking. You know what I'm saying? It includes having a conversation. I know it's still early in the day, but I'm one of those guys that you know, I talk that stuff to you while we doing it. You know, you can have oral sex
It's
while
Friday,
you having.
man. It's the perfect time.
Right.
It's all oral.
Freaky Friday.
It's all oral because speaking is oral, right?
Mm-hmm.
With your mouth is oral. So it's important to keep that going, right? Like an orator. Keep talking, keep her mouth busy. And if she wants to, you know, I like to say the alphabet while, you know, my man's penis is inside my mouth, just to be fun, just to be silly. He's like, oh, you're playing, huh? And I call the penis my best friend. So, and I could breathe through my ears. So I don't have to suffocate.
Could you? I mean, for the quarters listening, could you elaborate on that and help us all, you know, take in that information? That would be swell.
Right.
And I do all that because it pleases him. I see what it does for him. Like even if he's sitting watching football or something like that, I'll be like, babe, can I play with my best friend? And I don't have a penis, right? I've always wanted, I'm like, I want to see it. I want to touch it. I want to see what it does. Like, can I just play with it? And you're like, okay, go ahead. But, you know, I'm not a science project. You're going to have to do a little bit more than just play with it. So I like to know his body. I like to know how he responds to my touch. And I like to not limit the oral pleasure that I bring him to just when we're in the bedroom. I like to kind of include it into the way we interact all day long. You know, if I'm driving if he's driving in the car, I'll touch him and give him a look, and he'll know I'm trying to get on the mic a little later. I got something to say. I have something to say. But yeah, guiding her, talking to her, encouraging her, rewarding good behavior, punishing bad behavior is important. It's important that happens because if she's really into you, she's gonna value that. You know, she's gonna feel like you're giving her the answers to the test, and she's gonna know that she's pleasing you exactly the way you want. If you say to her, you know, this is the way I like my eggs, and she makes it the way you like, and then she sees how much it pleases you. Oh my God, I don't know a woman who wants to see her man not be happy. Because if my man is not happy, then he might step out on me because somebody else is gonna do what I won't do.
Amen.
True.
Amen. So how did you develop that that skill to be able to breathe through your ears? I've never heard that phrase before. You mean that literally, or you like? I'm trying to understand.
Well,
because I only asked it because again, it's Friday. It's not late, but it's Friday. So I've had requests to choke a woman while she's giving me, while she's giving me oral. So that kind of leaves no way to breathe. So I'm like, maybe we can incorporate that in some type of some training for that.
You first have to treat her like if she was Mel left. You have to treat her like if before she's able to give you that blowjob of your dreams, you have to condition her. Condition her to your taste. Condition her to the size, the girth. You know what I mean? Like don't naturally expect her to know what she's gonna do. So you condition her. You get her comfortable in knowing how to open up the back of her jaw like a cat, and you do like a cat exercise to bring your palate up, to learn how to rise your palate, so the back of your mouth rises up when the penis is introduced. Instead of closing down the flap rises up, and then she's able to get more air in there. She's able to get more air in there.
Star next to that one.
And sometimes if you have her with her head hanging off the edge of the bed, and now you curvature in her mouth, you know, then you introduce it like that to help train her. And then this is not what she's, you know, you're just going in and out, so that she feels a sensation. And she's not, because that's the shape, right? So she gets comfortable with the sensation. She gets comfortable with and then you could see what she's uncomfortable with. If she's like, I'm choking. No, you're not gonna choke. Open wide. Open the back of your palate. It's like a singer. When a singer does these mouth exercises to expand the palate, warm up the muscles of the face, you could do that with her. So that then, in a matter of a week or a matter of 10 days, she's already like begging, I want to practice again. I want to practice again. And you'll see her making strides and making efforts, because instead of saying to her, suck my dick, choke, 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 you're like, this is, relax. I know you're excited, but I'm going to teach you what to do with me.
Amen. That's church.
Thank you.
Can we get a? Can we get a? If you. I do want to know.
You.
It's.
Preacher.
It's like it's.
I think Washington dropped off.
Oh, Charles dropped off too. Yeah, so you can teach her. You can take the time to show her what it is you need for her to do to your body, and how to condition her body for the things you want to do with it. Whatever that may be. And I do say breathe through your ears, because if you're really able to form your mouth in a way that fits him, and you know how deep he can go, and you're able to condition yourself for that, it does feel like you're breathing underwater. It feels like you feel like, oh, I can survive this. I'm gonna be okay. And it does feel like you're breathing through your ears.
What about in public places? What would you suggest? How ladies go about it in public? When you're outside the house and she can't control herself, she got her mouth fixation. He looking like a man. He doing business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How would you suggest some?
I'm always an advocate to go find a dark corner and do your thing. Do a little finger painting. Let her get on that head, get on the mic for a little bit, and just get the party started. Foreplay is important. So, I don't like to say no to my man, but that's also because I'm very strict with the fundamentals of BDSM. And I like to be desired. So if my man is trying to do something naughty with me in a public place, I don't shut down. I see like, oh, he desires me. And if I get in trouble, he's there with me. He's going to bail me out. If we get locked up, he's going to bail me out. If somebody sees it, he's going to handle it. I don't have to be like, oh my God. I'm just like, oops. And he's like, and I just follow his lead. But I don't want to say no, because it's a turnoff.
Oh, y'all see the smile when she was thinking about getting locked up? Like, you started this thought. She's like, yeah, that's hot.
I have a record, man. I have a record. I have a record out there. It's fun. You get caught, and then you just handle it cool. You're just like, oops,
And then you getting you getting the handcuffs put on each other and y'all looking at each other like, you know.
Man, we're like, oh, we're gonna cut this party short, folks. We're gonna dip out the
Like
back.
y'all,
We out of here.
y'all stop now. Tell the police. Oh shit, got freezing. Y'all tell the police stop locking us up and watch. Y'all can watch.
Right.
I would suggest.
A lot of times, like a man like you, if a cop pulls, catches us in the park, you'll know how to talk to the cop. You're not gonna be like contentious. You're gonna be like, "Oh man, sorry, sir," and he's gonna know. Some people grown up do grown up things. Like it's just how. For me, it's just letting him lead and letting him be the one who gets us out of the situation. I'm just there, like I can't wait to get home.
Just let him know about the, quietly let him know about one of those private orgy parties that he might want to attend, or swingers party. That's all. You always got to keep a date of a swingers party. Like, listen, this situation happened over here. He's like, you know what? Yeah, let you go. And then I think I've always been offered oral in the car, so I think I'm about to start investing in like tinted windows. I think tinted windows should be a thing. The back window should be always, up there. So when you get out of the store, you can sit in the back seat. Can't nobody really see you. Drop down.
That's the reason I have tinted windows on my car. For real, it's really the real reason, because when I'm in my car, or I'm in my dude's car, I like to touch him, and and I'll be like, I want it.
Yeah. Then you don't have no trucker looking down, watching everything, because the truckers can see. They be nasty. They be looking at.
Yeah, but I don't think if you're in a couplehood, you should hold back. I think that's part of the playfulness of being with somebody that you love and care and you really want to please, is that when he says something like that and you're like, oh my God, this guy's freaking wild, and you're like, I love him, I'm gonna go along with it.
Yeah, I had the wildest few situations I've had was one time in like this clothing department store inside the fitting room, and then on a subway. Yeah, like the train in the back for like a lot of stops. It was like at least 6 stops. So, and then it was like, all right, we got time to get off. So it was fun. You got to be able to please your man, because a dude like me, somebody going to give me my way. So you about to just
right. And the guys the men that I'm attracted to, they are into things. They're into things, and I'm like, I'll say like, oh my God, that's extreme for me. I've never done that. And a guy who really is respectful and cares, you're like, okay, baby, don't worry, we'll work it out. Don't worry, I'll get you there. And then I'll be like, oh, it's I feel protected, I'm safe, nothing's gonna happen to me. I'm just gonna do what he says.
Queen Smiley said, I don't care if the window's tinted or not. If it's what I want, I'm getting just that. So my thing is, are women getting oral while they're in the car driving? Can y'all?
I think that's hard to do. I don't know. I would be afraid to crash. So I'm like, oh, that feels good.
So all the women in the chat, type of 1 if you want to get oral while you're driving in the chat. 2 if you think you'll kill everybody.
I like I like going camping and both of us being naked out in the woods. That's what I really like. You go camping, you're both naked, you're under a tree, and you're just making love with little squirrels running around and butterflies running around, and you're just like really out there with nature. And I think that's the most natural experience I could associate with sex, is like being out in nature, hearing no city sounds, looking at the skies, the sense of the of the forest, or even doing it in the beach. Oh, another place that I really love to do it is on a boat, and then you have the motion of the boat adding to everything else that's going on. Another fun place is on a Ferris wheel. On a Ferris wheel. That's fun when the Ferris wheel is going around and you're just the two of you in your little, nobody knows what the hell's going on. I don't know. I'm into pleasing him wherever he wants. I'd rather wait till we get home for me to be pleased, but if he wants to, then I'll do whatever he says. But I don't think a woman should say no. You know, I don't think she should even say not right now.
Amen.
And you know, I think especially for men who are in monogamous relationships, your woman should never say no to you. Like, are you like, damn, I'm monogamous to you, and you're gonna control what I'm getting from you? Are you kidding me? That's crazy. If a woman demands monogamy, she better be a slut to her husband, man. She better have all her hoes available. He needs to, you know, because if you're gonna tell him to only be with you, and then you're gonna weaponize sex, that's bad. I'm gonna take that man away from you in no time.
Hey, we need I don't got missing our minds. We need to hit something for that. Either Don DeMarco or something. Queen Smiley says, I like that idea. Beam me up, Scotty. Facts.
Which idea does she like?
That's what's up.
Which idea do you like?
Yeah, which idea you like, Queen Smiley? Who you talking about? Who's CJ talking about?
I know, right? CJ is over here. CJ is the poppy of this chat. He's always collecting chocolate drops. He got all the girls. He's trying to get all the girls, Noble.
You can try.
You can try.
But that can be only one.
Hey, beautiful animated.
What's going on, beautiful again? What's going on?
Hi, baby.
How you doing?
Oh, the Ferris wheel. Oh yeah, girl, that's a fun one. The Ferris wheel is a lot of fun. Yep, and when you have an overnight flight that it's dark in the airplane and people are sleeping, you put that blanket over your guy and you get your head down there. Get to work. Yep. In the movie theater, if you sit in the back, you can do that too.
And do you know they put cameras in the movies now, so they
oops.
They kind of messed that up. They can like sue you and stuff.
Oops. I have a sex tape out there then.
I probably got one from the train.
Yeah, you definitely do.
This was I think I was 15 at that time. So this is 20 something, like 22 years ago.
I used to do it in the park.
So I don't know if you've got to this part yet. I think most of the guys are going to appreciate it. Even CJ. Can you speak on or elaborate on or suggest whether you like to use one hand or two? What do you suggest to women to be into? I mean, I know you got to ask your man, but preferably, what do you think? Use one hand, two? What's the situation with that?
When I go down there, I have a lot of little tricks that I do. I'm like a one-man band with a harmonica. And he's just like, what the hell how many hands do you have? How many, so I'm into the penis and I'm into my man. So I lose myself down there. I'm just like into it. I'm into his inner thighs. I'm into feeling his strong thighs. You know what I mean? His hamstrings. So I'm all up in there. So I use two hands sometimes. Sometimes I use one hand because the other hand is doing something else. It could be cupping his balls. It could be touching his nipples and causing more sensitivity. It could be just running my fingernails through his thigh, and he feels that sensation while I'm giving him head. So he has all this stimulus going on, not just me on his penis, but he has I'm stimulating him in parts that other women probably never touched him in. A lot of times I like to have a cold beverage or have ice, and I have like a little chip of ice in my mouth.
I like that one. No, that one is lit. I like that one. It's amazing.
I'll be playful with that. Or you have a popsicle stick in, that's its shape of a phallic. and you go suck the popsicle stick and go suck him, and it looks like it's two penises, you know, it looks really tabooish, and you're there like sucking a popsicle stick, then you go to him with that cold in your mouth, and all that juice coming down. And sometimes when you do that, it's a little bit easier to swallow the load when you have all these different additional. CJ's here. Hi, CJ.
Hello.
What's up, Hater?
It's all good, man. It's all good, bro. I want to clarify something Hink said. We don't eat ass over here at the 5100 podcast. We definitely eat the coochie. We'll chew on the navel, but we don't eat no booty, sir. We don't really do the booty thing. So just wanted to clarify that. And Noble is a hater. He's actually pushing his own insecurities off on me. So just wanted to make that clear. You know, maybe I'll treat him a little better when he gets his beard back. I don't even know who this guy is, to be honest with you.
If you got hate in your heart, let it out.
It's not you though. It's just not you. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
When you get your beard back, you know, I think you'll be my nigga again. But until then, it's like I don't even know who you are. That's what it is. That's what it is. We never had an issue when you had a beard. Never.
When you say we, who you mean?
I mean me. Me and you've never had an issue when you had a beard.
Right. Like
or maybe it was Savannah came into the picture. One of the two. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Shout out to Savannah.
Shout out to
her. Shout out to her. Wonderful human being. Wonderful.
Uh-huh. So what you got on the topic, sir? Since you want to come in and be a hater, what you got on topic?
Well, I'm not even gonna respond to that.
That's that Memphis 2G internet. It's not working good. Could you try again? Damn, even y'all internet country.
Oh my God.
There we go.
I'm driving, bro.
That's what you call it.
Right. That's what driving. A hand on the steering wheel, car going forward. That's called driving.
Right. We just call it dial up, but I'll let you rock.
It's called what? AOL connection.
Dial up. Yeah, that's what you got going on.
No, that's next to me, maybe. But
did y'all get 4G LTE yet? 4G LTE?
No, we got 5G. We got 5G.
I got 5G. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah, what y'all got in? What y'all got in Baltimore? The Ravens.
We got guns.
Yeah, we got guns. For the fucking football team in Baltimore.
Hi, OG. How are you?
I'm fine, and how you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. How's your day going today?
My day is going great. It just woke me up. This usually be my sleep time, but I'm woke now, and I popped up and I seen this, and I was like, man, what are they really talking about? Then I seen World Class, and I'm like, damn, what are they really talking about? I just want to, I am a gentleman who have had pretty much fun back in the day, and y'all was talking about something, and when I got into holistic health, and I don't know, I guess I'm from the old school. By the time the 70s, when all this stuff crossed over and all these different sex acts and all this, the guy was talking about something freaky earlier, but then I got pulled away. He was talking about he was a freak. Well, all the guys who want, to me, now this is only me. I don't go and try to throw paint on nobody else's bedroom. This is only for me, guys. But guys, if you feel like you have to do oral sex, or you had to go down, or your woman had to go down on you, I'm telling you personally, you don't. I have took a lot of women from guys who was doing that kind of stuff. And I say, if you learn the vibration, now listen to my voice.
Yeah, he froze up right when he said
That ain't number God.
That's the man trying to hold. That's the man trying to hold me back. That's the devil that want me to tell the truth. That's what it is. But think about it.
I'm scared.
You and that woman is facing each other, and if she's in, I'm not saying this is the owning position, because I truly believe if you know what you're doing, man, I'm telling you, you can rub a woman on her elbows and you can give her a climax. It's, and I'm just being serious. I know it sounds to be funny, but when I
No, I
first
know. I
told
know
her,
what you mean, OG. I know what you mean.
What's going on?
so yeah, I like the way that guy's face is. If you learn these
Pause.
vibrations,
Pause.
these techniques,
We gotta stop.
We
gotta
just
stop
talked
right now.
about that, and then just you can't do that. That's illegal.
Yeah,
a
it's
rubbing
not-
the hoop and holler. If we gonna put him on there, now the devil really gonna try to run out of the house now. So let me intrigue this young lady
I
for
think
a
I'm
second
gonna
or
go.
two. Let me intrigue this young lady for a second. Think about it. You land in that position, in
Y'all
your
have a good one.
ear,
I'm gonna roll.
your ear, and his voice is right there. Now you channeling to her. I would say the perfect time for communication. But you can't be there talking about math problems. You could be saying stuff like what you were saying earlier, young lady, the things that a woman wants to hear, and there's things that men want to hear in their ear too. And her sensation and her vibration and her voice tone is going to be totally different than yours. But if I'm laying on my woman, you know what I mean, and we're having that, that motion in the ocean, it was doing its thing, and I'm right by her ear, and I'm real by her ear. And I'm gonna say it in a soft tone, but I'm gonna say it in a manly tone. Every time, baby, I'm being with you, I really, really, when I make love to you, I just wish we could have a baby every time, you know what I mean? But I know we can't. But you know what? You make me feel so good. And all this stuff, other stuff is going on down in the hip. And I'm saying if guys learn these types of techniques, you don't have to make all that U-turn. Because my father say, if you get it, if you got a strong backbone, you don't have to use your jawbone. And I found out that very easily because I had a woman took him from me, and I was like, well, what is this guy doing and I'm not doing? And he wasn't doing none of that. I'm telling you, the body is in line perfectly. Don't confuse it. And when you confuse it, other things can happen too, chemical things too. There is a mathematical truth. You do not mix the digestive system with the reproduction system. Now, this is only for me, guys. So you want to ever go through that school of learning how to understand what love making is. A lot of things we do comes from other communities that has nothing to do with us. And if you enjoy that, look, if your wife is enjoying that and you are her husband, y'all been doing that, pay attention to nothing I'm saying right about now. But I'm talking about these new guys coming. If you learn tone, motion, touch, and friction, I can do more things with these two fingers and feel a lot better than somebody's tongue down there. I'm telling you, if you learn the technique right, there's certain things you can't do with that tongue I can do with these fingers. And I can pretty much make her scratch the paint off the wall if she ain't ready. So that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. So there's always different approach and when it comes to love making. And don't forget this most important thing. The climax should have started before you went to the bedroom. By the time you get in the bedroom, that should be the finished part of it. So this is where a lot of guys making their mistake. This is why they work so hard. Because they start the go sign, the fire from the gun when they get in the room. No, my lady should be so turned on. If I touch her right, pick her up and lay her in bed soft, she should have her first. And by the time I'm finished, she is up to the 7th stage. And any man who have ever took a woman to the 7th stage, he knows that woman is already, her membrane is stuck on him for the rest of life. Yeah. Now, this big head guy who just came up, Mandrell, now he gonna tell you everything I say is not true. But I think Mandrell is part of my club too. We are the no U-turn brothers.
You see the question, OG?
What was the question? OG, do you eat? No, I don't care if she got turkey fried chicken in her drawers. I'm not licking nothing. See,
turkey fried chicken.
I'm serious. I'm not licking nothing down there. But see, because I understand the tools and the rules of engagement when you're making love. I learned other things. I learned other things to do. Now, I'm just like I say. That guy got it right there. Granddaddy long stroking. I'll be stroking. So what I'm just saying is, you 2-minute guys, and you know you ain't number 2.5 minutes, you got to have that climax started before you get in that bedroom. Because you know you ain't got no but 2 minutes. So you going to be doing a lot of foreplay. And foreplay do not mean just the bedroom. I'm driving my woman home, my hand on her thigh. Y'all looking at the phone, doing all kind of IGs and all that other bullshit. I'm looking at the road and I'm rubbing my woman's thigh all up inside of her and stuff like that. By the time she get home, that friction I put on that thigh, by the time she get home, she ready. She's leaking like a faucet in 1942. They never had a filter put back in it or a gasket. When she get in that bedroom, I'm telling you, it's like a volcano. Ready to erupt.
It's like a what? What's that one?
A volcano ready to erupt.
A volcano.
Ready
A volcano.
That's the girl kind of volcano.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a girl kind. You can't say the original kind. You don't want no fire. You don't want to get no burn. That's STD.
Amen.
So you want a volcano. You know what I mean? So let Mandrell tell you. Mandrell do things with his head. Mandrell headbutt his woman and knock her out before he gets started. Before he gets started. Because you know the rules of his business. Yeah, he's a headbutter.
That's funny.
But anyway, I just want to stop in and give y'all a little laugh and give y'all some other techniques. I don't front on nobody else's way they do. They love me. Look, and just like the young lady said, in your bedroom, in your house, you have the power to do anything you choose to do in your bedroom. Nobody should, come and piss on your wall because you like to do this or you like to do that. Everything I do in the bedroom is really coming from a spiritual, mental, and a health. From the health. So there's certain things I can't do. And
right. Wait,
hold on before you get it in, because I know if you start some bullshit right about now. No. Guys, stop wasting times with candlelights and chocolate candy at night. Use that for special engagement. If you want that woman to ride you, she rides you. When the rise of the sun comes, you're already automatic. See, ladies, these are the techniques you need to learn. All that trying to setting the mood. When you got something looking like your ficus looking at you early in the morning, that mood is already set. Only thing you have to do is learn how to use it. And so it's there ready for you. Every morning, a healthy guy, as the sun come up, the gravitation, the pull, and all that other stuff pulls them to a rise. It ain't just there to for you to look at. You got to learn how to work it early in the morning. And it's going to start your day off good. I have never, ever seen a man or a woman come to work mad after he don't got him some poom. He don't got that box. And a woman, she go there, she be so giggly. You know what I'm saying? She might have put them panty liners in her underwears because, she might be, if you're raw dogging her. But other than that, she's smiling like a Kool-Aid pack, just like this lady doing right now.
I do believe that every morning, at least for me, every morning, that's how you start your morning, and then you have your coffee, and then there's no way you can have a bad day if you got, the love of your man ringing through your ears, working through your body, all up in your mind. And women who have that type of relationship, they show up different in the world.
Most certain.
They don't
you got some women coming to work with the fist ball up. They're mad just because they had to drive to work. Like, look, when I was married, yeah, you're right. But when I was engaged with my ex, it was like that's one of the things we practiced and one of the things we talked about. See, these are the things you have to talk about because sometimes you have women who shy, early in the morning. They're like, well, it's gonna be a quickie. Look. I've been able to do things in 5 minutes that guys be taking an hour and a half because they don't know how to hit the spots right.
Oh, come on now, OG. Come on.
Oh, well, look. I know everybody can't headbutt and knock a nervous system out like you can with that big ass head you got. But I had to learn techniques. I wasn't born with a damn 3.5 gallon head where I could knock out.
Well, we all had to learn techniques, man. I mean,
I know, because everybody's not gifted with a big head like you, bro.
And see, the thing is, you're missing out on not eating the box, man. You got to give women oral, but you have to learn how to do it right. I've heard women say that there's men who don't know how to do it, which I don't know how you fuck that up.
I really don't.
No, I don't like head. Black Man Unfiltered. He asked me, did I like head? No, I don't. See, this is one thing
So
I don't.
you don't want to do it to you either?
No, I don't mix the digestive system up with the reproductive
Okay, so you say
system.
this is scientific, right? You say we get gravitational pull, we have the curvature and the rotation of the Earth, right? All that plays into effect, right? What about the Coriolis effect? Have you solved for that?
Well, number one, Tiger Woods don't try to hit his damn golf balls in a cup. He hit it in the hole.
That's what you did this.
See,
I was just sitting there.
I know it is. It's my fault. I get it.
Look. Mandrell. Now I'm gonna tell you. See, you can see the effects of going through and doing oral. Look at Mandrell. Pull your hands down, Mandrell.
What?
Now look at the color of his lip. The kind of purple.
Shit.
See, Mandrell. Look. Mandrell. What was that again?
OG, do you like kissing?
Oh yeah, I like passion kissing. I don't do that French stuff because I'm not French. You know, I speak a little French on one word, but I don't. I think we have forgot passion.
So you don't.
And passion is not, sucking down somebody.
Hey, OG, you ain't seen passion until that girl tie her head back and go to work on you with two hands. That's passion. I can promise.
No. I have had a girl make herself bald head on the side, not just put her hand up there. She pulled her damn hair out. And this is what I'm talking about. That kind of passion that I thunder on.
Kiss my delicious ass is what they can do.
Nobody's kissing your ass, Mandrell. I can tell you that right now.
You don't.
You guilty, bro. You guilty. But anyway, Mandrell, he's probably got more jawbone pressure than what you call them thing, rock wild. See, you really don't want Mandrell to put a hickey on your neck. He pull your whole spinal cord out of your neck. So you can't have Mandrell trying to put a hickey on your neck. Because you got too much jaw pressure, bro. You know, you're a killer. You know, sometimes you don't know your own strength.
I'm soft with the ladies, though.
I had a woman tell me one time, she said, look, you got to take this oral sex because I don't feel like if a man don't like oral sex with me, I don't feel like he really care for me. I want to show you how I'm passionate. And then after she told me she could suck a golf ball through a water hose, I was not letting her down there by my waist. Do you know what kind of miserable that would be? If a woman can suck a golf ball through a water hole,
yes, she can kill me for all I can.
Look, no, my nuts are fragile. I cannot have my nuts outside of my pack.
Man,
you know what I mean? So I'm telling you, it scared me.
Talk.
Okay, I'm gonna sit on your side. I'm gonna sit on your side of town. Okay, I'll let you have. You can have her, brother. I'll tell you, you can have her. But anyway, young lady, I just came up to say my little piece, and I know Mandrell gonna say a lot of stuff about the blue pill and all that stuff when I leave. Geriatric and all that other bullshit he gonna say when I leave. So,
listen, if you need Viagra, it's okay. But they got a better one now. It's called Cialis.
No, ain't nothing better than duct tape and popsicle sticks.
Okay, you put a splint on yours, huh?
Yeah, look,
you use duct tape. You put a splint on yours, huh?
But it'll make no difference. You get enough lube, she won't get no splinters at all.
Can y'all put my clip up when I'm stressed out?
Yeah, so that'll keep you all night long. It never gets soft. I mean, you can't have any hair around your balls or nothing, because when you get to pull the tape off, it might stick to your hair. So
you gotta shave your shave down there. Right?
Yeah, you got your balls got to be about as smooth as a nectarine. So anyway,
I'm stressed out.
I leave y'all with that, and may everybody have a good everybody have a good weekend, and don't forget Dr. L. Macaroni. He'll be showing up on different shows and stuff like that. He's a specialist. He's a sexologist. He's got a master's degree in sexology. He'll be showing up every once in a while. Okay,
it's not the head part.
Yeah, we'll work ourselves through that one. Some people been trauma through that, so we'll work ourselves through.
Yeah, I think I'm traumatic now. Seeing that picture, you was ugly as hell when you was young.
Oh, you in the gym right now trying to get like that?
No.
You in the gym now trying to get like that. I told you, boy, I was a lady killer back in the day, boy. All right, y'all have a good weekend.
All right, man.
Thank you for letting me up. Thank you for letting me up and putting up with me, okay? All right. Y'all guys learn how to rub that elbow, all right? Learn how to kiss the breast in a certain kind of way. I'm saying kiss the breast in a certain kind of way. She can get orgasm just from you kissing the breast if you learn the right amount of pressure, guys. And stop just going straight to the nipple. Go kind of like close to the where the underarm at. Oh, that is a sensation.
So wait, you put your mouth in her armpits, but you...
No, I ain't say nothing about going on in her armpit, man. See, you always taking things too far, man.
You just said it.
No, I say go close to her armpit. That part of the breast that y'all never really want to kiss because y'all so focused on the nipple. You got to understand. And stay with that. If she right-handed, stay with that right-handed breast because that's the one she rubs when she's about to get one. She pull that one right there and you slide down on the side of that right there. I'm telling you, brother, by the time you get up, you have enough gravy to make grits.
Man, I don't know. That's intense. That sounds like a bad experience for me.
What do you mean?
If I am with a man and he tells me he does not go down on women, I will.
You don't tell him. You don't tell her. You don't tell her.
No. If a guy says to me that he doesn't go down,
you know she gonna find out, right?
No, you don't tell her.
No, if a guy says to me, "No, I don't do that," the date is over.
But I understand what you're saying, but you don't tell her. See,
no, but I ask.
No. But most women today already expect that, and guys already expect that.
What's she gonna find out, OG?
No, listen what I'm saying. I know I've took a lot of women out to eat, and they started off wanting to eat soul food, but I took them to a 5-star restaurant. It didn't even come into play about the damn soul food no more, and that's what I'm trying to say. You do have alternatives. So sometimes you got to take the experience that man brings to the bedroom versus what you already got set in your mind. And that's where a lot of our problems start off. We're judging our bedroom experience by what we already have versus what you can have. All right, I'm out of here.
Don't stop it.
Now I'm gonna leave for these guys. I'm gonna leave for these guys start dirty macking up here. So I'm gonna leave y'all.
Oh, okay. They're dirty macking.
Yeah, they're dirty. They'll be dirty macking in a minute. Watch. As soon as I leave, they're dirty macking. All right, I'm out of here.
All right, Jason.
What is the Ray Gibson of life? Is this shit?
Wow, that was a lot.
That was a lot. Here's the thing, gentlemen.
That's why you ducked him on mine.
You see what I was just sitting there, right?
Fuck.
I was just trying to ignore it because you had to let him finish before. You know what I'm saying? While the train is going down the hill for no brekes, just let him just go ahead and crash that.
Just rub the elbow.
Here's the thing, gentlemen. When I was working, OG, you know what I'm saying? Like they used to wear the little skirts with the little shit underneath. You know what I'm saying? They used to come past the ankles. All that skirts used to be right around the shit. That shit don't work no more. This is what you got to do. You know, part my language. Grab that bitch by her throat, cuff her stuff, put your hand by her pussy and tell her, listen, bitch, we can get in the car, suck this dick. They love that. They don't want that other shit no more. Grab her by her hair a little bit. They all love that. Like 99% of them.
The neck for sure.
On that fucking throat.
I mean,
like,
you have a lot of women who are in dynamics where they're not being pleased, and then what do? They mess with the cabana boy, they mess with the pool guy, they mess even with their husband's best friend. You know what I mean? I don't know if a woman isn't into letting her man go down her, it's because she has a pH balance problem. Because I don't know how a woman wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
I ain't laughed that hard in so goddamn long.
I know, man. Golly, he's hilarious. So, Lexie, I hear a lot of women say, guys don't know what they're doing down there. How do you fuck that up? How does you guys fuck that up? Like, what are they doing?
Well, you know, sometimes
it takes time, Mandrell.
To fuck it up? All right, go ahead, Lexie.
Sometimes guys come in. You know, I don't know. I've had lovers that I've had to tell them like, okay, hold up a second. Like,
Like a hostage at a buffet.
It's like, damn, what are you like? I know I could feel he's motivated.
We're not dirty Mac and OG. You just ugly as hell for that. My bad. Go ahead.
I'm just like, whoa, like I could tell you are motivated, but you need to kind of learn the vagina. So I'll tell him, go slower, or I will communicate. But some guys do mess it up because some guys, I've had, I'm into the deep diver. I'm into the guy who brings scuba gear. You know what I mean? I'm into the guy who he could breathe through his ears.
Talk that
you
shit.
know what I mean? I don't like the superficial. I need to be all the way there. So, and I've had women go down on me like that too. So I've had it from both genders. So I've been spoiled. I am a pillow queen. So I like to receive oral, and I do enjoy giving it too. So if a person is coming to me with like a little shyness,
what the fuck is he talking about?
What's wrong with him? What's wrong? What you going through? Why did that come up?
Crabs in his gonorrhea and in his gums.
What's going on?
Bang, bang. This nigga nasty.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You can't be talking about that 1950 coochie, bro.
Right. He see, OG is stuck in the times of yesteryear.
Right. Like
he's 109 years old, so he can't help. He's old and senile.
What she said is true. It's also, you're really preparing me to be able to be malleable for whatever you want to do, right? Because if you don't take the time to just get me out of my body, then other things you want to do to me, it's not going to be, let's say, as easy as when I'm like begging for it. My body is craving for you now to be inside of me, and everything is responding because you got me warmed up and ready to go. So yeah, what she said is true. You're really preparing the woman to be available for you. I want my service.
Damn near. Yeah.
I want to service.
Damn. So you like? Oh, okay. So you like deep divers, like you said.
Somebody block this nigga, man.
I like deep divers. I want your tongue to reach my soul. Yeah, because I'm into face sitting. I'm into the whole. I like 69. It's my favorite to do. I like 69 side by side, or the girl, I'm on top and he's underneath me. I like that mutual play. That's cool. And then
that's dope.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And then you just, you have so much going on. You're receiving, you're giving, you lose yourself, and then you have beautiful penetration. And and your mind is there. So I need that kind of warm. I like to kiss. Right. I like to tongue kiss. I'm not doing no pecks. I wanna feel.
Yeah.
That's what passion is to me. I like.
Listen. Let me ask this.
My hair. I want to feel that I'm a little rag doll within your power and your strength. That that I can't escape you. Go ahead.
Let me ask you this. Out of support for CJ and Poppy Blanco and Jay Ali and nothing and Stephen Day. This is a question that they can really appreciate because they're into it. What do you consider ass eating oral as well?
Yes.
Okay.
And do you enjoy that as well?
Strike me off.
Good. I like when a guy eats my butt. I like it when you just
sound humiliating.
Huh?
That shit sounds fucking humiliating. Eat my butt.
CJ, stop.
If he's down there, he tells me to turn around. I'm like, wow, this is gonna be serious. He really wants to get the party started.
Okay, so what if like he's already down there, right? And then he just his tongue goes lower. He hits you on the taint,
then
right?
I know it's gonna be one of those nights.
Well,
Mandrell, this sounds like
have you ever experienced an orgasm from getting your ass ate?
I have experienced I could say that I have experienced like a certain level of an orgasm. Yeah.
You hear that, CJ?
Because there's a lot of nerve endings
No,
on the
I hear
outside.
that.
That's why it's called rimming. You're rimming it. You're not putting your tongue inside there. You're just rimming the outside.
Right.
And
I never knew it was a thing. Yeah, that's new to me. I never knew that.
I wash rims. I don't eat them hoes. Yeah, I don't eat rims.
You don't eat rims?
You
gotta rim it. I mean, listen.
They go on.
No, what you're doing? You just circling around the balloon knot. You know, like she said, you're not sticking your tongue in there. You know,
same difference.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, the balloon knot is not the inside, not the inside of it.
Why did you have that? Why did you have that queued up in your
booty?
Like, why did you have that reference?
What reference?
Balloon. What?
Did you say? So what? Okay, let me see. What asshole have you seen doesn't look like a balloon knot?
He's a booty eating dog. That's why.
Why you had that queued up in the back?
It wasn't queued up. It's just kind of what it is, isn't it?
I've never
Black man.
You've never
put those two things together.
How do you not put those two things together?
Black man is so.
I don't be saying that.
I don't sit there and stare. I don't
want what's coming out of there.
I don't either.
So
it's like me looking at Chinese.
Do you want a guy to do it, or is it just something that's cool if he does it?
I want him to do everything to me, so I'm not like, oh no, don't touch my booty hole, leave my balloon alone. I'm there freaking stretching my legs even bigger.
Shit.
Now you made the shit stick.
Not use our new vocabulary word because of Mandrell.
Yes. I don't know what you guys take. Yeah, the balloon knot. You've seen the top of a balloon knot, right?
Mandrell.
How did y'all not put that together? I mean,
you a booty eater, Mandrell.
I don't want you to explain it.
You don't. You just want me to stop?
You eat booty,
Mandrell. Relax.
No, I don't eat booty.
No, they can kiss my delicious.
How you not eat booty? You talking about balloons and shit.
Facts. Exactly.
I just don't see how y'all niggas never put that together, man. Y'all square. Listen, here's the thing.
Because we don't have a delicious ass, apparently.
Like, I don't know if I got one either.
No, they can kiss my delicious ass. Is what they can do.
No one's ever licked my ass. I mean, so.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
That nigga is a clown when it comes to the balloon. That nigga will blow the shit out the balloon.
He said he sounds disappointed.
Little fucking poodles and shit. Hey,
I'm
Bobby,
just
you
saying.
eat ass still?
Exactly.
Listen,
Bobby,
I'm just saying.
You eat ass still, Bobby?
I don't think Poppy goes down on women.
Yeah, Poppy got
Hank eat the shit out the balloon. He could eat the ass off the bone.
He was on here when I talk about he bought whipped cream and sprinkles and shit just to eat ass. I was like, really? To eat ass? You went to the store?
He gonna tell
yeah. He said, yeah.
He could dominate when it comes to eating that ass.
Yes, he is.
I mean, look, if I see what he said in the toilet bowl. I think when you're in a relationship, it's your responsibility to keep your vagina clean and keep your asshole clean, extra clean.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, when you are in a relationship, you do things to make sure that your body is pH balanced, cleansed, your ears are clean, your freaking breath is right, your armpits smell right, your pH balance is right. You know, so that your body is available and prepared for whenever your man says get on all fours and put your ass in the air. You're you know, like you're not like when I go to the bathroom, I freshen up with cleaning my whole self with water and soap. I'm not just like wiping with dry paper and then expecting my man to go down there and think that's fresh. You know, I like to be available to him, so I keep my body at optimal level for him to enjoy. And if he does start something and I need a moment, I'll excuse myself, I'll go freshen up, and then I'm there for him, whatever he wants to do. I don't think there's anything to think about when you're into somebody. You're just into them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You're just into them. You're like, damn, I would never do this with anybody else, but with this woman, I want to do this. Or I don't ever do this with men, and I want to do this for him. You know, and
Jelly, do you eat ass? Jelly, do you eat ass?
OG, the
OG
next
said?
comment is ridiculous. The next comment is ridiculous.
How do you clean a shit house?
With bleach. Don't people bleach their asshole?
You can do an enema. You can do an enema. You can do a flush of your butt so you can keep your intestinal tract clean. It's good for you to do that, once a month. You can go get a I forgot the word when you have a cleansing of your insides through your anus. If you're in a relationship, you keep your
colonic.
Body, yeah, colonic. Thank you so much, Mandrell. You keep your body optimal. Your skin, your teeth, everything. For me, like, I want to be perfect. I'm never gonna let my guy feel my legs and they're gonna be hairy. I'm gonna be cleaning. I'm gonna be like, I want to be his fantasy come to life. So that's just how I am. I don't like to be like show up and not look like his fantasy. Like, I don't know. I don't like. I take pride in the fact that he desires me and that I maintain my body and my system available for him to enjoy and please himself as he sees fit.
So I got a question for you.
Everything from the rooter, and I'm not messing with the tutor.
Okay, cool. Square. Anyway,
Will you put your pinky in there, CJ? Will you put your pinky in her butt?
Oh yeah, I put my thumb in. I did put the thumb in all that shit. Yeah, but like licking that hoe.
I'll do fisting up her ass.
I get control with that.
Yeah.
Thumb, you know
my question is this: like, so when it comes to when the guy's giving you oral, do you like him to explore the whole landscape, or you like him to focus on the clit?
Everything. I want his fingers. I want him to use his fingers, his tongue, his other hand. I want him to just use and I like a guy with a big nose. I like him to rub my clit with
Miguel.
His nose. I like guys with big noses. When I see a guy with big nose, I get turned on because I like him to rub his nose on my clit.
Hey,
guys with baldy haircuts.
Baltimore.
Rub the top of their head all in my vagina, like.
Hey, look here, Cole.
Like that.
Oh, okay.
I like that, and I like to once he inserts himself and let's say he comes, I like to go down on him while he has both of our juices on his penis. Because I want to taste what it's like for me.
Yeah, that sounds lovely. That sounds
bring up JLE statement if you can.
Okay. I used to always wear dresses when
I just don't like. I just don't see how you could be the nigga that eat her butt. I don't get that.
Amen.
You'll get there. You're only 30. You'll get there.
Nah.
You 30?
Yeah. He's only 30 years old.
I thought you was 40. I thought you was 40.
Well, niggas from Memphis got that hard knock life thing going, so he looks a lot older than he actually is.
Bang, bang.
Get all your shit out. Go ahead.
Don Marco.
Go on, get all your shit out.
Yeah. You look 30 years older than you actually are. You don't eat ass. I mean,
What's that shit from Bad Boys? Nah, man, you look 30.
Right.
Y'all good?
Yeah. I mean, they're like. So, what are some techniques guys can use that you can give guys in terms of giving oral? What do you recommend they do? Because
eat ass.
Because I understand, like, guys. I'm like you should use your lips too. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a hood over the clit, right? Like, so why don't you just use your lips to move that out the way?
He should open her up. He should open her up. He should open her up and see her entire vagina, see how what it looks like, and understand its parts. And he should just be deep diving into that. The woman is his instrument, and he knows how to play her like a saxophone or a guitar.
The ass would be the tuba.
You're a fucking idiot.
You're silly. You're silly. I mean, if he's into like you were saying, Hank likes to play with like food and things like that. You can introduce that if you want to. If you want to ice cream,
Could you imagine getting a hit of shit in your whipped cream?
That's a nasty girl.
Right. Well, that's why she cleans it first, man.
Yeah, that's a nasty girl.
Mandrell, you sure you don't eat ass? Because you sure got a lot of specifications for this shit.
He told me.
Nah,
tell us
nigga,
about this one time.
nah.
No, they can kiss my delicious
Y'all had
ass. Is what
a
they can do.
dialect between both of y'all. Look, this is what you do. This is what I do. Freak ass nigga.
Oh, when it comes to eating box, yeah, I can tell you about that. But eating ass, I don't have any experience with that one.
The stripper showed me how to eat pussy. It was fun. Pretty good.
Yeah, I used to like not be for that either, but like, yeah, I got turned out for real.
Yeah. My favorite oral is
Oreo.
commands.
Oreo?
No, I don't eat shit. Oral. It's commands. Like
That was
how to do shit.
Baltimore.
Yeah.
My bad.
That shit lit. Especially when you do it in a certain way.
Do you guys let the ladies sit on your face?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Especially
Listen, when it comes to the bedroom, look, I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to the bedroom, I'm open to almost anything.
Right.
I be trying to die.
Almost, but for real. Like the only thing they can kiss my delicious ass is what they can do. The only thing that's off limits for me is like butt stuff to me. Like that's nah. Don't.
Yeah, I really don't like.
Don't come. Nah. But I'll if you want it. I mean, okay.
Yes,
but,
Jay, he said that. He ignoring it. Yes, he said it proudly.
Because there's nothing funny about it.
Freaky ass dude.
It's lost its luster.
Do you spit in each other's mouth now? It's oral.
Hello.
Spitting in each other's mouth.
Is that oral?
My ex liked to do that, so I would let him do that.
Charles, this is not the right time for a baby, sir.
I'm gonna put it to the side.
Okay, like so sucking toes.
Yeah,
hold on, baby.
I will come. I can come. If you suck my toes, I will have an orgasm.
This is fucking the moment up, right?
Okay.
I like men who are into feet. I have really nice feet, so I like men who are into feet.
That's what I can't do, man. If we're gonna get the mindset,
point my toes. When a guy is inside of me, I like him to tell me to point my toes like a ballerina, because that locks in my vaginal muscles a little bit, and it grips his hard cock. So I point, like I'll ask him to. He'll tell me, point your toes like a ballerina.
If you,
amen. Well.
And that causes him to get that feeling of a grip or a vice on his penis.
That makes sense about like you point your toes. That makes sense. I can see that. Yeah. It locked you in like that. That makes sense.
So do the Kegel muscles.
Yeah, that I practice all the time.
Kegel muscle head.
I practice that all the time.
Good
and
girl.
Also, how about squirting? How do you guys feel about a woman who squirts?
I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. Yeah, perfectly fine with it.
It's overrated.
All right.
It's overrated.
All right, now I'm triggered. I'm triggered because 8 out of 10 of them.
Though, CJ.
8 out of 10 of them is pissing, and I just want to go ahead. Yeah, and I don't like that part. I get it. It's women that really do squirt. But y'all that's faking because you want the attention too. Y'all need to cut that out because when I look by my knee and it's yellow, I want to punch you in the rib.
That shit pee fool. That shit pee.
It's some of them that really do squirt.
I know, but what's the chances of getting that shit, like, bro?
That's what I'm saying. It's like one out of every 67 million of them.
Right.
Y'all pissing, and y'all make me mad.
Let's say that you're with your girl and she's your girl. You know what I mean? She's the only one you'll work that hard to get her there because you want to explore and do different things. So, it's not like you want to have every woman squirt on you, but if you're a lady, you want to test her limits and you want her to break through things. You don't want her to say no to you. So, when she's there and she's like, I'm going to pee, and you're like, no. Hold on to it. Keep it going. Because you know that, she can't handle it. It's not that she's going to pee. It's just that she has that buildup in that gland. And you're able to help her release it, and that's a psychological thing. It takes a guy to really have the patience to get you there with all kinds of different stimulations, but it's possible for most women to do it.
So why is it that most women don't climax or have orgasm?
They have They have boundaries in their mind. They have hang-ups about sex, or they're insecure with their body. They don't see themselves as a sexual being. So they get all in their head. They don't know how to just enjoy the moment and surrender. And they
I thought that was men's fault.
their body. They haven't taken the time to know their body. You know, they don't take that time to just be like quiet space and like make yourself come in a way that you're sweating. You can't even believe it. You made yourself come so good. And then when you're with your lover, you know what you want because you know how to cause it. So I think it's just that some women are in their head and they feel ashamed
of what
their fantasies are. So it translates into their behavior in the bedroom and outside the bedroom, because a lot of those type of women.
OG food.
See, this is why I don't like religion. See, religion causes this. They tell you this sex is bad, and yeah, it does. They tell you this sex is bad, this, that, and the other, and blah blah blah. When God created us with the ability to have sex with one another and enjoy each other,
they just garbage. That religion ain't stop fucking.
Okay, well,
First of all,
I
want to say to Mandrell, he's very uneducated in religion and in Christianity or anything.
No, like I'm super educated. That's why I don't believe in it anymore.
The Bible teaches you about fucking. It's the first thing that happened, the last thing that happened. It happened throughout the Bible. All 66 books, somebody getting fucked.
Then what does church tell you not to do it?
The church is a lie.
The church is a lie?
The church is the church is telling people sex is bad. The church is a lie because the Bible teaches you, even in the book of Solomon, it teaches you in the book of Solomon, Solomon was eating pussy. And it's right there. People don't even know it. That's the first sex book right there. Go read the Song of Solomon. How he talking about his wife pussy juice was like flows of river as he sucked it from her body and licked her breast. And man, go read it. It's right there.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people,
Amen.
A lot of people
hallelujah,
use religion as a reason to have sex, right? They get married. Let's get married so we can have sex. You know what I mean? Because they're religious. And they really get married so they can, finally have sex.
That is why a lot of people used to get married just so they can have sex.
That's that fresh pussy right there. Never been touched pussy.
And a lot of people who are Christian and religious, they're very freaky.
Yes, they are.
That's a fact.
They hoes. Most of the hoes that I had in the beginning of my life. Actually, the girl that I had sex with the first time she was out the church.
I went to a church around the corner from my house. My girlfriend invited me. I was like, look at all these damn perverts.
I got my shit ate up in the church van.
I'm like, look at these guys and their wives. Their wives, they have to adhere to whatever the wife is, whatever. But they really deep down, they're the ones who go out and find dominatrix to use them and fall in love with the stripper and
now,
those things.
One thing that I've definitely heard of is that the super Christian or super Muslim wife has a problem. Well, her man has a problem with unleashing on her because of how he will see her afterwards. Like a lot of those women be in relationships and they don't be sexually satisfied because he won't take it to where he would take it with a whore.
Yeah, that's true. Like there's a lot of guys no wait, I know because I know a guy who says that he would not let his wife go down on him. He won't let his wife suck his dick.
Oh, he just said that.
Yeah, but my thing is like, why wouldn't you? I'm like, but she's your wife. Why wouldn't you let her do that if she wants to? Oh no, man, I don't want to look at my wife like that. Like, I'm like,
yeah, some guys are like that. I'm gonna paint your face, ho. What are you talking about?
It's guys that got a problem with their wife kissing another girl, and I don't really get that. It don't bother me at all. But I get it. It's weird to me. Ain't no threat to me.
I don't see a problem. Right, I don't see a problem either.
She can't get you pregnant. I don't give a shit.
Niggas is weird, B.
I don't get that kind of stuff. But it's just all kind of weird shit. People come up with reasons, and then it's because of religion and shit like that. Now religion is fucking weird.
They'll go out and find a whore, right? Or and go and do those things with her.
But won't do it with his wife.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
That shit is crazy.
Some guys are like that.
And then the wife is also as dissatisfied. So she's stepping out with a pastor or somebody from the church. And then the religion, goes out the door.
If you
hey, it's old Reverend Hoop and Holler.
But
That's not the best dude to play.
I do think it's important to I mean, all this, I like to dialogue about these things before anything happens, so that I understand the expectations and my hard limits are listened to. I don't want to be like with somebody and then I get into the bedroom and he's like, I'm into this, and I'm like, oh my God, I've never done that. I would never do that. I'd rather talk about those things, because if he's not into something that I value, then I don't need to continue the relationship, and vice versa. I don't want to find out once we're naked that you're not going to go down on me. Cause I don't want, it's not going to be a good moment. It's not, you're like, what? You're like, get your clothes on, get out of here. I'm out of here too. Like, this is not going to work for me. I want to talk about these things ahead of time. And also, when you're with someone, allowing yourself to be available to experience different things with this person that you're with. Maybe you didn't passionately kiss someone, but now you're with somebody that you care. She's clean. You've been with her for, a while. So now let's explore.
Yeah, control.
That's what it is for me, Lexie. That's what it is for me. I gotta trust that she clean. I kiss the fuck out of her ass.
Right.
But won't eat the booty.
Missionary, nigga be nigga.
You can't just have it with one position. Just one position is boring.
Well, you got
nigga, shut up. I ain't say nothing about one position.
You talking about missionary? I mean,
no, I'm talking about kissing and missionary, asshole.
Kissing
CJ just do missionary and smile. That's all the fuck he does.
That's all he does. Yeah.
Yeah. Short stroke of shit.
that shit-eating grin he got on his face.
Hey, Mandrell, why you so fucking racist, fool?
What? I guess people from Memphis.
This nigga look like Buddha.
All right, guys. So can you guys contribute some final thoughts, and then I'll close out the show. Anything you want to close out with, Noble?
Head is awesome. Head is great. I'm with it.
Facts.
I just like to take the time out to say I'm fucking awesome. I look amazing, and I got the cure for cancer and cure for the common cold. If any ladies, want to participate in that, you can email me at theworldclass@gmail.com and get some cum in your throat. Say no.
Funny they're using you when you are talking. That's hilarious.
I like the tactic. Great show today. Great idea. Can't wait to see the next one. Shout out to Chat. Shout out to Black Man Unfiltered. Shout out to Mandrell's head. Shout out to CJ's. The second floor of your head. Like you got like
Facts.
Mandrell
got a big ass head. A big
ass top.
You got his head tiered and shit.
Yeah, I got a couple tears in this motherfucker.
It's a bump bed if you want to think about it. But that's it.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, Noble.
Right.
Appreciate you too. Well, do you want? Yeah, let's get Mandrell in here.
Yeah. For all you guys out there who don't know how to eat box, learn. Seriously, your lady will thank you. Get good at it and be experimental. Not weird. Don't do weird shit down there, man. It's just experiment, explore. Put your tongue in. They can kiss my delicious ass. Is what they can do. Put your tongue in every part of it and see how she responds. She'll let you know if it's good or not.
Thank you. That's very true.
This is coming from a person that had kids.
Thank you, Mandrell.
Final thoughts. Yeah, the world class looks like a shaved Rottweiler. Want to say that. Mandrell, I mean, I got so many jokes for him. I'm not even gonna go there with him. Yeah, I already know he can't stand toe to toe with me. Anyway, but as far as this conversation, right? Again, I said the world class is like a shaved Rottweiler. Just wanted people to hear that they missed it. So, as far as sexually pleasing your woman and orgasms and oral sex, they're wonderful things, people. Take the time to get to know her. Make sure that thing clean. You don't want to be eating no coochie that smell like pee-pee, So make sure she's clean and up to par. You understand what I'm saying? And one thing I would tell you, fellas, she's okay. She won't die, so she doesn't need to breathe. So, just grab the back of their head and make her go to work. And that's all I got.
Thank you, CJ. Thank you so much. Chris, you're back. Welcome back.
Oh yeah, I'm back. Well, my final thoughts is, there's nothing wrong with pleasing a woman a million ways. Foreplay, all that. Take 2 hours in the bedroom if you got to. Just because once you please a woman, your woman will please you, and all you can do is just enjoy it and have a great time.
I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Charles.
All right, thank you so much too for letting me be on your panel. I seen you the last few times on the 5100 podcast and a few others, so it's a pleasure meeting you, and we should do this again.
I appreciate you. You're more than welcome up here at any time. I totally love your perspective, and you get it. So I think men like you are able to really relate to the ladies and are able to communicate with the men some of the things that some women can't. So thank you so much for coming up. I just want to, tell couples, when you meet someone and you're into each other, if it's your wife or, a girlfriend, or, take care of your health, take care of your body, be conscious of what you put in your body so that you really are bringing to your partner a healthy person that is clean, and is available for them in a way that you're never been available for anybody else. You shouldn't limit your sexual exploration or be ashamed of your sexual DNA if you are in a relationship, and yeah, women, I like I said, I didn't know that there were some men out there who really didn't care about oral sex, receiving it or giving it, to the extent that I've learned here. But I don't know. I think it's important. I find it important to receive it and to give it, and also to be trained on how he prefers it, and have fun with your partner. Get rid of all the taboos, get rid of all the ideas that society might have put in your head, and enjoy that time with your partner and explore. And no one has to know. It's nobody's business, Otherwise, you're not going to be fulfilled, because then you're going to seek for it somewhere else. And there's no need for that if you have communication and you have honest communication. So that's it. I want to say thank you to Black Man Unfiltered. I want to say thank you to everyone who came up and participated in the chat as well. Please support the channel. Our Cash Apps are out there. And please continue to come back with more questions and exploration as to what will enhance your own individual experiences, as well as what will enhance and bring some unity into your relationships. Sometimes it's just a conversation, and before you know it, you're back in sync and you're calibrated with one another. So with that, I say thank you so much. Have a happy Friday, everyone. We have some shows going on later on with the gentlemen at the Barbershop. Tomorrow night, I have my BDSM dominant and submissive conversation on World Class Channel. And we definitely welcome everybody to bring in share their perspectives. And there we deep dive a little bit more. So it's a little naughtier. It's Saturday night, so we can do that. Other than that, I just want to say thank you once again. And everybody be well and make the most of your day. Mwah.